Hello aspirants, I am Karthikeyan from Inkar IAS Academy. Today we are going to discuss about the 23rd December current affairs. The topic is the challenges of posthumous reproduction. The topic comes under our GS3. The topic taken from the Delhi edition. The topic comes under our GS3 Science and Technology. Why it is in the news? First of all, the posthumous reproduction or assisted posthumous reproduction can be challenging for a number of reasons, and which include the legal ambiguity. First of all, that is a legal issue, that is there is a gap. No laws are directly address the retrieval the use of the deceased person's gametes, that in our many countries, even when guidelines exist, they are often not legally binding. And also there is a establishment of the deceased wishes. It can be difficult to determine the deceased wishes, especially if there is a no written or explicit evidence. The third thing is a medical concern, that is a medical concern regarding that there is no intra cryptoplasmic sperm injection technique used in the posthumous reproduction has not been fully evaluated. First of all, what is posthumous reproduction? Which involves involving the genetic material of a deceased individual to that conceive a child, raise numerous ethical and legal and emotional social challenges. This practice has become a topic of increasing interest and complexity as reproduction technology have advanced. Below, there is a primary challenges associated with this kind of posthumous reproduction. First of all, there is an ethical challenges there. There is a concern of the disease. The most significant ethical concern is whether deceased individual gave explicit consent on the genetic material to be used after the death without any clear prior consent. And also there is a using sperm or embryos raises senior ethical question. The second thing is the best interest of the child. The welfare of the resulting child must be considered, including the potential social psychological impact of being conceived after one parent's death. And also there is a motivation of for the living is the important thing. That the ethical debate arises around that reason for the seeking posthumous reproduction, such as fulfilling the grieving partner's wishes or family legacy concerns. So the legal challenge behind that, first of all, we need to standardize the law. Here we have lack of standardized law, that is a different countries and even region of countries having the varying law for the posthumous reproduction in many places. And also there is a legal framework, but here is unclear and also unexistent. And also there is a inheritance and parental rights. To determine the legal status of the child in terms of inheritance rights, the social security benefits and citizenship can be very much complex for this issue. And also there is a ownership of the genetic material is questionable, and is a there is the right of access and use of the deceased individual genetic material often lead to the legal disputes. And also there is a emotional and psychological challenge behind that. There is a grief and decision making. The grieving process can comprise decision making, potentially leading to the choice that may be aligned with the deceased wishes. Impact of the child. The child conceived through posthumous reproduction may be struggle with understanding their identity and the circumstances of the conception. And also there's a family dynamics there. There is a family may experience conflict of division, and also there's a whether posthumous reproduction is appropriate. And finally, the social challenge behind that, there is a stigma and acceptance. There's a social societal attitude towards the posthumous reproduction can be very widely. The children conceived this may face a stigma or the discrimination. And also there's a behind of cultural and religious factor. That is a very cultural religion have specific views on the reproduction and death, which can influence the opinions and acceptance of this practice is very much difficult for India. And finally, the technological and medical challenges there. Preservation of the genetic material. There is a successful preservation and use of the sperm and embryos require careful handling and may not always be feasible. There is a particularly if the death was unexpected. And also there is a timing issues. The medical procedures to the retrieve the genetic material must often be performed quickly and after the death, which can be complicated for current scenario. And also there is a concern, and also there's a logistics also is one of the main problems. So the posthumous reproductions mainly present a host of the multifaceted challenges, and also there's a touch on deeply personal, societal, and also the legal aspects. So addressing these challenges requires the development of the clear ethical guidelines, There's a robust legal framework and support systems of the families and children are involved in this case. That is a conversation around the topic continues to evolve as a reproductive technology and societal norm advance.